Okay, now we're good. Oops.
One note that surprised me, I've been on this committee now this is my 13th year. Every single one of these reports that we have had has mentioned global climate change as a significant national security threat.
What?
Except this one. Has something happened? Has global climate change been solved?
There were carbon dioxide increases millennia ago, but they always followed temperature increases. They didn't cause the temperature increases.
How dare you?
Why is that not in this report, and who made the decision that it should not be in the report?
This annual threat assessment has been focused very directly on the threats that we deem most critical to the United States and our national security. Obviously, we're aware of occurrences within the environment.
What kind of mint? Who decided climate change should be left out of this report after it's been in the prior?
Stop! No, do not stop with the climate
Did you
change.
instruct that there be
Just
no
stop.
finding in terms of climate change in
Dude,
this
just
report?
stop
I don't
fucking
recall giving that
stop.
instruction.
We're actually entering a little ice
Oh
period.
my
No,
god.
God, please, no!
People don't study history long and geological history. We're actually entering a cold phase. We're entering a small little ice period on the Earth, not the opposite. They're not going to want to hear it because people don't want to look at science.
Every single one of these reports that we have had has mentioned global climate
Okay.
change as a significant national security threat.
Crazy people. And why, press division shaping the narrative? Oh. Oh, something happened to Assassin's Creed. Uh-oh. Is Ubisoft trying to lie their way? Well, I mean, we still have to wait. We don't know to what extent the... if that line is gonna go up or not. Laws goes pheasant hunting with his own Beretta as campaign makes appeal to gun owners as they try to take guns. Oh yeah, this one.
It's quite right. Never gets quite right. It's not quite right. How do you give it back?
Governor, what kind of gun is it?
This is a Beretta A400. I bought it when I was shooting a lot of trap.
Uh-huh. Why buy a shotgun that you don't I don't know. Maybe you didn't know the shotgun then. Oh, he's shooting a fucking
I think I'll try my trusty old shotgun. Come back
yeah.
Well, what do you know? No more bullets.
There you go. Walls really has a creep factor too. It's Tampon Tim. What do we got here? Hakeem Jeffries destroyed by our reporter's question about Jasmine Crockett. Oh, Crockett. Boring.
Thank you, Leader. Have you spoken with Congresswoman Crockett regarding her comments towards Governor Abbott? And how are comments like that affecting the party's brand?
I have not had a conversation with Jasmine. I did see that she issued a statement clarifying her remarks, and her statement speaks for itself.
Are you sure about that?
I did see that she issued a statement clarifying her remarks, and her statement speaks for itself.
Excuse me? Hello? That didn't happen. Let's see what we got here. Oop.
and I was negotiating with
They're
them.
not
All of a
left, they're
sudden, they
bipartisan.
raided my house. They didn't raid the house of Joe Biden. They didn't raid Obama.
But Joe Biden didn't ignore a subpoena to get those documents back like
Joe
you
Biden
did. And
took
so that's the question.
1,850 boxes.
But that's the question that investigators have, I think, is why you held on to those documents when you knew the federal government was seeking them and then had given you a subpoena to return
Are
them.
you ready? Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's
You
the
mind?
answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Oh wait,
That's why I
so
asked
people
it.
were
It's very
thinking
simple,
that
that you're a nasty person, I'll tell
the
you.
stuff that he was keeping was the
Fake,
Operation
disgusting
Hurricane
news.
whatever.
And we are,
apparently
making a
that's
lot of
supposed to
progress,
come
so
out pretty
that's all I
soon.
can report, but some very, very big talks are going and detailed talks are going on right now on both fronts.
Mr. President, you said that your national security advisor learned a lesson after a
Wait a minute,
reporter.
excuse me, I didn't make you. Go ahead, please.
Mr. President, ceasefire agreements that
Fucking slapped her. It's just like, I'm sorry, get the fuck out.
In the chat, at one point, Pete Hegseth wrote 1415 strike drones on target, and in all caps, he said, "This is when the first bombs will definitely drop."
Oh, was it humming?
Does the president
Or-
feel that he was misled by his national security advisors, whoever it was that told him there was no classified information in there, now that he's seen these messages?
I've now been asked and answered this question 3 times by the both of you, and I've given you my answer. The president feels the same today as he did
Oh,
yesterday.
Crossfire Hurricane,
Sorry,
that
I
one.
follow up on what you had just said.
Go ahead, Philip.
I have a follow-up on something you just said, though, Caroline.
Look,
that's
it's trying to-
Caitlin, regarding
Loves her
Making your
down
follow-up.
again.
Philip, go ahead. I have called
Thank you. The vice president seemed to express some frustration.
Denied.
Now, once you have some
This was
self-respect
yesterday.
All right, zip it.
Unless they
You
did
can't
something
zip
today,
it.
I don't think so.
Zip. Look,
Yeah,
ladies
no,
and
they
gentlemen of
didn't.
the jury, Exhibit A. From would you please to high in the wall, Mita Hioto. Subtitle: Zip it.
I want stop. This is, you know, you're like a child talking. If you just one time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. But that's why
President.
CNN is
Yeah,
not trusted anymore.
pretty
They're
much.
not trusted. They are fake news. Remember that.
You're running everyone's time. Zip it. Till Jesus fuck. Shag 001. How's it going? Oh, this is a good one. God, this is fucked up. Ah. Thank you for the follow. Why is she always interrupting people? I don't know. Corinne Jean-Pierre did the African reporter. She should have to sit in the back, never to be able to ask. That's fucked up. Alright, on to the next. Discount Obama on Pete Hegseth.
Ultimately, the buck stops with the President of the United States of America, which is why I made clear to President Trump yesterday in my correspondence that the Secretary of Defense should be fired. Immediately, if he's not man enough to own up to his mistakes and resign in disgrace.
I mean, to be honest, people have done way worse things.
If he's not man
whatever went on in the
enough to
fucking
own
group
up
chat.
to his mistakes and resign in disgrace.
You got some spies inside the fucking United States who are doing some shady shit. Elon Musk claims Doge discovered $330 million in SBA loans given to kids. Oh yeah, was this the one that was giving money to like 9 month babies to like fucking 12-year-olds or some shit like that. Just doesn't make any fucking sense, but okay. Claude Greedy, Trump admin only cares about itself. Okay. You could say that about Biden too. He didn't do fuck all for 4 years. Federal judge, Nazis got better treatment than gang members deported by Donald Trump. I guess. That's also that's not true. Another Irish pastors prosecuted for sermon on John 3:16. Uh-oh. The critics are blasting the American education system as a failure. What? Okay, and they're in bikini during spring break. Oh yeah, spring break's
We're not
next
going to
week.
allow this mass deportation. Our state policy, our state law does not allow for our state police to be involved in those situations. Now, what we have are some renegade counties in New York. They are cooperating with the local
Renegade
police
counties,
departments, but
okay.
what I control is the state police. And
You guys
they will
aren't
not
even
cooperate.
enforcing
New
your
York
laws.
has chosen to prioritize illegal aliens over American citizens. This is a new DOJ. We have filed charges against the state of New York. We have filed charges against Kathy Hochul. As you know, we sued Illinois. New York didn't listen. So now you're next.
Send me your poor, your deadbeats, your filthy.
Now, what we have are some renegade
You should get
counties in New
California,
York.
too,
They are
just-
cooperating with
just
the local
saying.
police departments.
Mm.
We don't care how much money you have, Elon. We don't give a damn about those.
That's right.
We are going to defend the Constitution because we believe in the.
Oh wait, there's no constitutional crisis now?
Why? Why? So many people have sacrificed and fought and died for democracy. And
Oh,
Trump
really?
comes along with his ignorance and he don't even know the Constitution.
Really?
And he wants to start looking so closely to find those who were born here and their parents were undocumented. Maybe he ought to first look at Melania.
Basically trying to get people to do other shit instead of look at the real problem. This is Crockett in 30 years, goddamn. Never spoken so truer. Oh shit.
Look at Melania.
Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, on to the next.
There's not someone out there with a terminal illness that's willing to do it? I mean, I'm sure people are willing to help if you're willing to do it.
Huh? Are you trying to do criminal activity, you fucking weirdo.
I also want everybody to know, if you come to our country illegally, this is one of the consequences you could
They
face.
can't be Hochul at the fucking El Salvador prison.
You will be removed and you will be prosecuted. But know that this facility is one of the tools in our toolkit that we will use. If you
Oh
commit
shit, she is.
Do you think that white people should pay reparations?
I have never said that, sir.
Yes, you did. You said it in January of 2020.
No, don't say that. No, this is the NPR lady. She's the main. Oh yeah, she's the main CEO.
Tweeted, yes, the North. Yes, all of us. Yes, America.
Catherine Mayer.
Yes, our original collective sin and unpaid debt. Yes, reparations. Yes, on this.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch. No matter how many surgeries you have or chemicals you inject. Surgery or how gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Yup. Is that right here? Yep, it's on X. I wonder if you can still find it.
On this day.
Gotcha, bitch. No matter how many surgeries you have or chemicals you inject, if you're born with male DNA in every cell of your body, you can never become a woman.
Jade Amber, how I became a single mother. Oh, let's fight somewhere empty. Fucking. The government helps people out with school loans and grants. Uh-oh. College tuition has risen by 1,300%. Oh, that was too fast. Since 1978, because the government got involved. That's a good one. Oh no, stop. No. This marks the lowest rating for any Disney movie in the 21st century. Ouch. 1.6, 152K. Ouch. Sorry, I'm gonna be a dick here. God damn. Got the chat music? Okay, okay. Oh, this is that was the Agentis of Discord mods. Wow. I'm pretty sure that was the newest one. Rachel Ziegler, fuck you, not real Donald Trump. Yep, I'm a nasty, nasty bitch. Okay, calm down. Oh no. Yeah, the fucking Ghibli filter, man. God damn it. Yeah, there's been a lot of people messing with the Ghibli filter recently. We had never found a cave painting of a salad. That's a good one. Do 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 do.
A live-action Snow White script for me? Yes, sir, I do. Oh boy, time to tap into that hardcore Snow White audience. So at the beginning of the movie, we find out that Snow White's parents named her that because she was born in a snowstorm. Naming your kid after the weather conditions at their birth is a good strategy. That's why I named my son Mistifer. It's why I named my daughter Partly Claudia. Anyway, a couple of years later, Snow White's mom dies. Dies from what? From being a parent in a Disney movie. So then the king meets the evil queen and marries her. Why, would he marry someone named the Evil Queen? Should have probably been a red flag, yeah. Do you have anyone in mind to play her? You know, just someone who can deliver her lines. No deal! Oh my god. So then what happens? Well, then the frickin' dad disappears and she seizes the throne. Oh no. Yeah, and stuff is dire in the kingdom under her rule. We're talking very muted colors and some dust. That sounds like a nightmare. It's worse than hell. So anyway, then Snow White grows up and her entire facial structure changes and she gets a little Lord Farquaad bob. What?
No.
Everyone assumes she's dead, but she's actually working as a maid inside the castle. Why would she be presumed dead if she's been walking around the castle this whole time? Unclear. But one day this cute thief steals some potatoes and he gets sentenced to death, so she goes to save him. How does she manage that? Well, he was just kind of tied to a fence with some loose rope, so she gives it a light tug and saves him. Solving problems with a light tug is tight. Okay. So who's this dashing man? What's his dashing name? Oh, you're gonna like this. Jonathan? Anyway, then the magic mirror tells the queen that Lord Farquaad is fairer than her, so she's like, well, she's gotta die now. She wants Snow White dead? Why'd she keep her alive in the first place? Unclear. So then the queen tells this
Dude, if they didn't make her look like Lord Farquaad, the movie would have been like probably 20% better. But the fact that they made her look like the fucking Lord Farquaad is like, that sucks.
Huntsman to kill Snow White, but he sets her free into the forest, okay? And that's when we're gonna see her iconic outfit. Oh, I've got a coupon code for a site called Temu. Maybe we could get one off of there. Yeah, that sounds good. So anyway, then she finds a house and does a little B&E and takes a nap. Just straight into bed. Sir, she's had a big day. She ran through trees, fell in water, and saw a bunch of CGI animals. That's a good point. So then we're gonna meet the CGI dwarves, and oh boy, do they look like living corpses. And what's their deal? Well, they work in the mines. For who? They shut up and they have magic powers. They do? Tell me about those. I'd rather not. We're just gonna show them having glowing hands once and then never mention it again. Fair enough. And then we're gonna have them sing hi-ho. Very polite. Promiscuous women deserve to be greeted too. What? So then what happens? Well, later Snow White's gonna meet up with Jonathan again.
For mysterious women to be greeted too.
Polite. Promiscuous women deserve to be greeted too. What? So then what happens? Well, later we're gonna have them sing hi-ho. Very polite. Promiscuous women deserve to be greeted too. What? So then what happens? Well, later Snow White's gonna meet up with Jonathan again and his friends, the 7 bandits. Oh, we're meeting a whole other group of 7. Yeah, one group of 7's not gonna be enough this time around. The fans are clamoring for more groups of 7. Are they? Yes. Feels like it'll be tough for people to get attached to this many characters. Actually, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't care, though. Oh, okay. So then they're gonna get attacked by the Queen's soldiers, and Jonathan's gonna jump in front of an arrow that was gonna hit Snow White. Is he okay? Yep. All right. So let's not talk about it again, ever. That works for me. Anyway, Jonathan takes off to look for Snow White's dad, because he might still be alive, and he gets captured. Oh, no. Yeah, so he gets tossed in a freaking prison cell along with that huntsman guy. Oh, no. Yeah, and he tries pulling on his chains to get free, but it's no use. He's stuck in there. Well, sounds like it's gonna be impossible for him to break out of there. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, both him and the huntsman pull on the chains, and then that works, and they get free. Had nobody ever tried that before? Guess not. And there aren't any guards around? None. Well, fantastic. But now the evil queen knows that Snow White's still alive, so she disguises herself as an old woman and convinces her to eat a poison apple. To kill her? No, to make her sleep real hard, unless someone kisses her unconscious body with some real feelings behind it. Why not try that arrow strategy again? Because they tried that once and it didn't work, and by movie logic, they cannot try again. I feel like it might eventually work, though, if you keep shooting arrows at her. Impossible. So all the CGI animals see that the queen is doing this to Snow White, so they take off to warn the dwarves. Why don't they warn Snow White if they're right there with her? They shut up again, so then the dwarves get back, but they're too late. Snow White is very much asleep. Wow, I wonder if she'll wake up. She will, because Jonathan's gonna plop his big wet lips on what he thinks is her dead corpse. Very romantic. So she wakes up, and now they gotta go confront this frickin' queen. Yeah, they better. How are they gonna take her down? Well, Snow White's got a trick up her sleeve. She reveals that she remembers the names and professions of the people that now work for the queen. Okay. So, you know, that solves everything, and everyone turns against the queen. Wow, well, thank God that worked, and that the queen didn't try that arrow thing again. It would have been no match for knowing that this one guard's name is Paul. I guess not. The queen destroys the magic mirror, which absorbs her into it, which is how it works now, I decided. Great. So what do you think? Hey, listen, you've described a movie. You're darn right. In court, you wouldn't be able to argue otherwise. And the movie you've described, well, who wouldn't want to watch that?
Oh, Jesus.
Hi, this is Ryan George from The Thing You Just Watched. Please enjoy this
Thank
slideshow
you.
from The Thing You Just Watched.
Took them years of reshoots at 209 million. 2000, what the fuck? 209 million. But finally their effort paid off for bringing us with this pitch meeting video. 20 minutes later, and this pitch meeting already has more views than the movie. That's fucked up. Is it gonna be hard to lose 300 million at the box office? Actually, I'm gonna be it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. You described a movie. Is probably the biggest compliment the movie is going to get. Yeah, good movie. Yeah. Let's see what we got here at the Turkish students.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio said today that the State Department revoked the visa of a Tufts University graduate student who was arrested by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents this week.
Video of the arrest shows Rameza Ozturk on the street in Somerville, Massachusetts. She's quickly surrounded by plainclothes officers, many of them masked and simply
She got.
Taken away. 1 year ago, Ozturk had co-authored an opinion piece in the Tufts student paper that criticized the school's response to students asking for divestment from the companies with ties to Israel.
Wait, wasn't this the lady on? Wait, wasn't this the lady on Twitch? Not Twitch. I'm sorry, on Twitter or something. It was like, yeah. I love the terrorists of Hamas.
Israel as Palestinian genocide.
Oh yeah, it is her.
Arrested at Georgetown and
yeah,
the
this
University
bitch was
of Alabama.
yesterday. Yeah, this bitch. You got yoink. Hassan! Hassan! Hamas Hassan! Mr. Pike!
Ozturk's friends
Mr. Pike,
Canary Mission
are you gonna get your friend out? Hey, buddy, are you? Allah Akbar.
Yes, were police officers, although, for instance, when a situation where there was a Israel against as citizens, and the government can review their them being in this country and whether that is
Hassan, there's another one of your homies.
I would certainly
one of your terrorist sympathizers. Do you want to help? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at the distress of terrorist sympathizers getting kicked the fuck. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dirk Wiggins, a journalist for The Atlantic. Recently, I was added to group text messages on Signal, in which the Trump administration was making secret war plans.
A secret
war plan,
war
I was really
plan,
excited
yes.
because I've never been invited to be part of a group chat before.
I've never been. Oh my god, I
turns
felt
out that
special.
They added me by mistake. But the important thing is that I get to reveal to you all of the shocking text messages from the Trump administration. Let's take a look.
Let's take a
JD
look.
Vance, let's proceed with caution. While I acknowledge our responsibility to protect shipping lanes, I don't want America to continue to police the world. Pete Hegseth, bombs away, suckers. Bomb emoji, bomb emoji, bomb emoji. JD Vance, haha, classic Pete. JD Vance, wait, you didn't actually bomb anyone, did you? Pete Hegseth, grimace emoji, bomb emoji, explosion emoji, eagle emoji, eagle emoji, eagle emoji. Pete Hegseth, I love you guys. Michael Waltz, love you too, brother. No homo. Winky emoji.
No
Steve Witkoff,
homo.
heart hands emoji.
God damn.
Donald Trump, unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Donald Trump, Canada. John Ratcliffe, what?
Canada.
Is this attack chat room? Canada. John Ratcliffe, you want us to bomb Canada? Donald Trump, Greenland, Mexico. Donald Trump, California. Pete Hegseth, sorry guys, missed this. Had a few too many. LOL, drunk face emoji. Pete Hegseth, but yeah, let's bomb Canada. Marco Rubio, great job on the attacks, y'all. Proud of you guys. High five emoji, 100 emoji, dancing woman emoji, painting nails emoji. Pete Hegseth, thanks Marky, hug emoji. Marco Rubio, hugging you right back, bro. Pete Hegseth, my heart is full right now. Smile emoji. Marco Rubio, heart eyes emoji. JD Vance, you know you guys can start your own chat. LOL. Donald Trump, how do you get Warp Whistle World 1? Donald Trump, how do you get Warp Whistle World 1 Reddit?
Jesus.
Donald Trump, sorry, thought this was Google, LOL. Michael Waltz, LOL. JD Vance, crouch on the white block, then run to end of level. Thumbs up.
Oh, actually, maybe we should, I don't know the context of Warp Whistle. I think that was probably, oh, this is a Mario World reference. Super Mario Bros. Reference. I'm like, what? Again, the Game Boy Color.
Pete Hegseth, picture of stein full of beer. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, gents. John Ratcliffe, cheers. Steve Witkoff, bro, it's 9 in the morning, lol. Pete Hegseth, what of we bombed Puerto Rico, lol. Pete Hegseth, if. John Ratcliffe, dude. Pete Hegseth, haha, I was just kidding. Unless you guys are into it.
Jesus.
LOL. Donald Trump, unsubscribe. Marco Rubio did 200 on the bench press this morning. Smile emoji, flex emoji.
Stop. What is going on?
Flex emoji. Tim Waltz, let's get some pics of those biceps.
Just Tim
Smile emoji. Pete Hegseth, wait, who added Tim Waltz? LOL. Tim Waltz has left the chat. Both terrifying and horrifying.
Tim
now
Waltz
I'm
has
still in the
left
group
the
chat.
chat.
So if you want to know more about the Trump administration, keep reading The Atlantic and keep tuning in and keep being my friend. And I'll let you know what they say.
Well, there you have it.
Here's another text message. This is the most important one of all.
Uh-oh.
The world is becoming less trustworthy every day. Use the app built for trust, Bunker. Bunker has secure surveillance-free messaging, a password manager, secure cloud storage, and more. Everything you need to protect yourself and the people that matter most. Bunker's patent-pending approach protects families against cybercriminals, surveillance, and AI. Bunker has been rapidly adopted around the world and is being used in 140 countries. Go to the App Store or Play Store and download Bunker today. Use the offer code B to get your first 3 months free. I'm a journalist. I don't fall for garbage like that.
I'm a journalist, yeah.
Do you guys think that was good?
I'm happy with it.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Trump just texted. He's stuck in World 4 now.
Hey you! Are you enjoying these videos? Then I have a loose suggestion for you. Why don't you like it? Comment and hit the subscribe button. In fact, even if you didn't like this video, I strongly suggest that you do it.
Strongly,
it's not a threat. I'm not pressuring you.
The babushka.
You just have to do it.
Use eats bugs. Why you have to be mad? Why you have to be mad? AG Pam Bondi, FBI Director Kash Patel announces arrest of MS-13 leader in Manassas, Virginia. Virgin. What? Ah! China? China?
Good morning.
Russia?
Thank you for being here. We have been out since about 4:30 this morning. The great men and women of law enforcement have been working on this operation for days and days, and probably weeks. Early this morning, one of the top leaders of MS-13 was apprehended. He was the leader for the East Coast, one of the top 3 in the entire country. Right here in Virginia, living half an hour outside of Washington, D.C. He is an illegal alien from El Salvador.
We got an El Salvadorian illegal.
He's in custody
Who's a top leader of the MS-13 gang.
Right here, near our nation's capital. I just cannot thank Governor Youngkin enough for his leadership in this effort. This has been a joint effort with state and local agencies. FBI Director Patel, thank you so much. Terry Cole, Virginia Secretary of Public Safety, our U.S. Attorney, Eric Siebert, DHS Secretary Noem, of course, who is in El Salvador, the home country currently of our illegal alien. DEA Acting Director Maltz, thank you. Our U.S. Marshals Service, ATF, all of the members of our task force who have been working tirelessly. We were out at that scene this morning, and what we saw was second to none. Teamwork, everyone working together.
Uh-oh.
You know, someone made a great
Teamwork
point.
makes
No
the
egos.
dream work?
It was a team. You could not tell who was with what agency. Everyone was working as a team. And the most important thing, all of our agents were safe this morning, all of our law enforcement officers, and the bad guy is in jail. That's what matters. That's what happened. America is safer today because of one of the top domestic terrorists.
Did you guys protect and serve the shit out of him? Is that it?
This has been an ongoing directive of President Trump. His directive to me when I became Attorney General of the United States was very simple. Keep America safe. Make America safe again. And that's what these men and women have been doing tirelessly every single day since Donald Trump
Did
took
you do this to
office.
him?
We want to make our streets safer. We want to make our schools safer. We want to make your neighborhood safer. This guy was living in a neighborhood right around you. No longer, thanks to the great men and women of law enforcement. This task force that we have created is remarkable, using incredible technology that we will not discuss to catch and apprehend these horrible, violent, worst of the worst criminals. MS-13, they are organized, they are violent, they are committing homicides throughout our country. They are one of the most dangerous gangs in our country, and we are going to fight until they are completely dismantled. What I want to do, I want to have other governors, other law enforcement officers come here to Virginia and see this amazing task force, Governor, that is led by our agencies and Governor Youngkin, and what's happening here in Virginia.
God damn it, I have to show this. Kid, this is the Ghibli. The fucking White House is using the Ghibli filter. God damn it. Oh my god. And they put this fucking bitch on there. God damn it, dude. Oh, the fucking White House, man. The White House is learning fast. The White House is learning fast. Jesus. You guys are disgusting. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Oh shit. Okay.
Arrests have increased
Had to show that off.
468% from the same period last year. We didn't need new laws, as President Trump always said. We needed a new president. And we have great leadership standing behind him to fight to keep America safe and make America safe again. We will keep your community safe, and we will continue to do that. It is my honor to introduce to you your governor, Glenn Youngkin.
Thank you, and welcome to Virginia. What this task force over the course of the last 4 weeks represents is the model of federal resources, stately resources, and local resources coming together in order to eradicate the drug and terrorist networks that exist. And I use the word terrorist because the illegal drug gangs, MS-13, Tren de Aragua, they are international terrorist organizations. And they are resident right here. They're resident across the country. And it requires this kind of task force, this collaboration of Virginia resources, our great Virginia State Police led by Colonel Hanley, our Department of Corrections led by Judge Chad Dotson, along with our leadership at the administration level led by Secretary Terry Cole and our Attorney General Jason Miyares, to come together with tremendous resources from the federal government. And systematically over the last 4 weeks, we have gone to work untangling, gone to work putting together the cases and arresting these horrific criminals, these criminals that live in our neighborhoods. The arrest this morning was in Dale City in Prince William County, right here in Northern Virginia, one of the best areas in America. And it was one of the top leaders of MS-13 living here, an illegal immigrant, and that illegal immigrant's going to go back to where he came from. But most importantly, it's this effort that has been enabled by the Trump administration. President Trump said, get the bad guys. I've been working on this literally for the first 3 years of our administration with little to no help from the senior leadership in the federal government and the Biden administration. On day one, we went to work signing a 287G memorandum. It took us 20 hours to get it done. I was able to deputize our state police and our Department of Correction members to go to work in this task force. I want to thank General Bondi. From the second she assumed her position, she was here with us. I want to thank Director Patel. From the second he assumed his position, he was here with us. Resources, capabilities. But I most importantly want to thank the men and women who every day put their lives on the line. These folks go to work with a bulletproof vest.
I'm trying to look for like Twitter
news. They so rarely have anyone say thank you. And today, they deserve a huge thank you.
Apparently people are still scared of
every
AI.
Single day. Over the last 4 weeks, 340
at least artists
horrific
are.
criminals have been arrested here in Northern Virginia. And that allows me to make one last comment. Local jurisdictions that claim sanctuary city status are absolutely unacceptable. Look who's in your community. Look who's living around the corner from citizens that are going to work trying to build their lives in a place that's the best place in America to live and work and raise a family. And yet we have one of the top 3 operatives from the most dangerous gang in America and the world living around the corner, and you sanctuary cities want to give refuge to them. Listen, it's time for us to recognize that Virginia is not a sanctuary state. We are working to get the bad guys out of here. And if you are a local jurisdiction and not helping us and not cooperating with us, you are working against the safety of all of those men and women that call your jurisdiction home. This task force is a sustainable effort, not a one and done. And that is the most impactful part of it. We get to continue to work together to, yes, General Bondi, make America safe again and make Virginia the safest state in America. I just want to thank everyone for their tremendous efforts. And now I want to hand it over to the U.S. Attorney of Virginia's Eastern District, Eric Siebert.
Thank you, Governor. On March 3rd, we officially launched the operations as part of this Homeland Security Task Force. And this is first of its kind in the nation. It's interagency, which makes it unique. And it combines federal, state, and local resources to identify and arrest the most violent gang offenders in the Eastern District of Virginia. So working with our partners of all 4 divisions in the Eastern District of Virginia, we have created an intelligence-based model. And that's the focus, is intelligence-based that drives this moving forward. So we can focus our attention on the transnational organized groups, such as MS-13, that have long plagued our communities. So in less than a month, we have identified 575 targets. We've arrested 342 of those targets, many of them with illegal status. And of the 342 arrested, we've identified 81 individuals with gang or transnational crime affiliation. The Eastern District of Virginia U.S. Attorney's Office has already done 73 federal criminal complaints charging these individuals. And between federal and state partners, we've obtained and executed 39 search warrants. We're already hearing in the community that our efforts are having a deterrent effect on these gangs. And so moving forward with the information that we've obtained from our arrests and search warrants, we plan to use the task force model to continue to identify these bad actors and prioritize the rest of the most violent transnational criminals. I want to thank Attorney General Bondi, Governor Youngkin, FBI Director Patel, DA Administrator Waltz, and Secretary Cole for your trust on this and support of this Virginia task force. And I also want to thank the hard work of the agents and the special agents of Virginia State Police and the federal agents, and also the AUSAs. My prosecutors have been working around the clock to support this task force. And despite the tremendous success of this task force, I want the public to know this is just the beginning of our efforts. We have a sense of urgency on this, and we do not plan on stopping until every one of these violent gang members is off the streets. And to the criminals, I just have to say, we're coming. So at this time, I'd like to turn this over to FBI Director Patel.
This is what happens when you let good cops be cops. And we're going to continue to let good cops be cops across this country. President Trump gave us the executive decision to go after and safeguard our communities. General Bondi is our warrior of justice leading that charge. Governor Youngkin, it's an honor to be a partner in this operation with you and U.S. Attorney Siebert. This is the mandate we have. Right now we have an American dying every 7 minutes from a drug overdose. That is a national security crisis we have not seen ever before. We have a woman or child being raped every 6.5 minutes in this country. We have a homicide twice an hour. No part of that metric is a safe and secure America. But thanks to the brave leadership of this administration and the folks that you see here, we are returning our communities to safety. As you heard, we took down this morning a top leader of MS-13. That is not done easily. That is done with brilliant law enforcement. And right here, I'm proud, and I think the governor knows I'm biased, having graduated from the University of Richmond, to have this here in the state of Virginia, here in our Northern Virginia resident agency, with our partnership with our Washington field office and our special agents, our SOS folks, our intel analysts, and our support staff. My priority has been law enforcement across the country, and that will not change. But law enforcement across the country cannot be done just by Washington, D.C. and the federal government alone. This task force was stood up 1 month ago. In 1 month, the brave men and women on this task force from state, local, and federal authorities have arrested 342 criminals in the state of Virginia alone. We wanted this to be a successful model. It is a successful model because of you, because of your men and women on the streets. We have the easy job in Washington, D.C. You take it to the max every single day. You put your safety on the line. You put your selfless desires ahead of going home and seeing your families at night because you care more about safeguarding our schools and our community than you do your own safety. So we will always have the backs of good cops because you have the backs of the American people. And this task force is going to go everywhere it is needed across the United States to bring the form of justice and measured security and safety that our American citizens deserve. It is an America First model because we live in the United States of America. And if you are here illegally, you will not be here any longer. And if you are going to continue to commit acts of violent crime, you will meet the same fate that this individual did this morning. And I just want to reiterate what our partners said behind us. This is not possible without the folks that do the job every single day. And as director of the FBI, it is a privilege to lead some of these brave men and women. And the only ask that I have of you in the community is the next time you see a cop, thank them. The next time you see someone safeguarding our schools, shake their hand. The next time you see our brave men and women of the FBI and the local and federal state police take down a violent terrorist, maybe give them a hug. Because those guys, those gals are the ones that are going to continue to keep our city safe. And we will not stop until this national security crisis is recognized, brought into check, and eliminated. Thank you.
Questions?
Amber from the Daily Caller.
Thanks. Hey, Amber. First question is, how long was this individual living in the United States illegally and operating as a leader of MS-13? And then two, MS-13 has been a huge problem in Virginia for several years now. How many members of that gang do you believe are currently operating in the state?
The bottom line is for far too long. And because of operational security, we won't get into too many of the details about this individual. But if you're here for a minute, a day, a month, or a year, you've been here far too long. And General Bondi has made it a priority at this FBI that we manhunt every single person committing an act of violent crime.
And it should speak volumes that the leader for the entire East Coast was living right here in Virginia, right among us. Question? Oh, did you want to add something? Governor wants to add something.
Sorry. I just want to reiterate that, first of all, President Trump's executive order declaring the drug gangs and cartels international terrorists is critical underpinning to the work today. Second of all, the collaboration now that's available because we have a 287G memorandum in place is critical. And it allows us then to bring the intelligence together to go pursue and arrest someone like this. And I just want to reiterate again, this is new. And the capabilities that are being displayed right now are capabilities that are now available not just to Virginia but to the rest of the country because of the administration's forward-leaning vision on how to use state and federal resources in collaboration in a way that has not been done. I have to say, Terry Cole has been leading our efforts in the
Ghibli
Commonwealth
fucking filter is way too fucking good.
the federal resources in this way,
Oh my
bringing down
God.
somebody like this would not really have been possible.
And Governor Youngkin and I, once again, are going to offer this to every governor in our country. Let's see who takes us up on this to keep their states safe. Questions?
Hi. Have been, there's hundreds of these arrests happening so quickly. Have these individuals been identified under the Biden administration? Was there a paper trail of these people? Were they all identified and targeted with the Trump administration in place? And then I also wanted to hear from the governor, too, on Fairfax County. We had heard in recent years issues about the sanctuary policies there, people who are dangerous, illegal aliens, suspected, being set free into the communities and then committing other crimes. So I'm curious what we do from there.
So first, many had been identified. They've been living here. Many had been identified. Living here, they were let.
Oh, there we go. What do you got for Canada tariffs? Canada Land apparently made some talks.
Okay. Good afternoon. Bonjour tout le monde. Today my
Bonjour tout le monde. Fuck you. Go fuck your mother.
cabinet colleagues and I met to discuss Canada's response to the latest developments in the trade crisis. Yesterday, in the latest salvo in his trade war, President Trump again imposed unjustified tariffs on our nation in violation of our existing trade agreements. This time, he targeted the auto industry and the more than 500,000 hardworking, dedicated Canadians that industry
he said,
supports
fuck
across
Canada.
our country. Now, the President of the United States is trying to fundamentally restructure.
He said
his
Canada
economy.
can eat a dick.
It means our economy, and it means the global economy as well.
Bunch of pussies who
And
have no military power.
I understand and
I'm
respect
sorry.
his goal to support American workers.
Gotcha.
But I disagree with him that this is how to help them. With time, it will become apparent that these actions will end up hurting American workers and American consumers. I reject any attempts to weaken Canada, to wear us down, to break us so that America can own us. That will never happen. And our response
no,
to these
he's only
latest
doing
tariffs
it because you guys are
is to fight,
fucking bitches.
is to protect and to build. We will fight the U.S. tariffs with retaliatory trade actions of our own
Oh,
that will have maximum impact in the United States
there's
and minimum impacts
reciprocity,
here in
right?
Canada. We will protect our workers and our industries during this difficult period. But above all, we will build a new Canadian economy. We will build Canada strong.
Uh-oh.
Se battre pour nos travailleurs, protéger notre économie et nos concitoyens, bâtir un Canada fort. Il est évident que les États-Unis ne sont plus un partenaire fiable. Il se peut qu'avec les négociations compréhensives, on puisse rétablir
Why
un
is he speaking
élément
French? Get
de
the fuck
confiance.
out of here, you
Mais
French
il
Canadian
n'y aura pas de
fuckhead.
retour en arrière. Le prochain gouvernement et tous ceux qui suivront aura une relation fondamentalement différente avec les États-Unis.
Des États-Unis.
Coming to terms with this sobering reality
Basically, United
is the
States.
first step to taking necessary actions to defend our nation.
Oh my
But
god.
it's only
It
the
did a
first step.
Calvin and Hobbes style. Oh my god, that's
Last
pretty
night,
good.
the President of the United States reached out
pretty good.
to schedule a call.
Calvin and Hobbes was my
I
shit.
appreciate this opportunity to discuss how we can protect our workers and build our economies. I will make clear to the President that those interests are best served by cooperation and mutual respect, including of our sovereignty. Entre-temps, je viens de tenir une rencontre avec mon comité ministériel Canada.
Avec mon
États-Unis.
community? No,
Je
fuck
convoque
your
une
community.
réunion des premiers ministres
Fuck Canada.
qui se
Blame
tiendra
Canada. Blame
Je vais
Canada.
rencontrer mon conseil des relations canado-américain et je parlerai aux chefs d'entreprise, aux syndicats et aux dirigeants autochtones. Ces discussions permettront d'avoir une réponse
You are
coordonnée
not in the
en tenant
golden
compte
age.
ce que le
You will
président
never be in the
décidera
golden age.
de faire le 2 avril, date à laquelle il a menacé d'imposer des droits de douane supplémentaires. Soyons clairs. Nous sommes tous sur la même longueur d'onde. Nous répondrons avec force. Rien n'est exclu pour défendre notre pays. Let's be clear. We're all on the same page. We won't back down. We will respond forcefully. Nothing is off the table.
Oh, you
to
want to
defend our
respond
workers and our
forcefully?
country.
Bro, I will.
Now,
I will slap you with my
to my
balls.
fellow
dude.
Canadians,
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't want to set unreasonable expectations. The road ahead will be long. There is no silver bullet. There is no quick fix. And I know and I understand
No, the quick fix is
that
me
many are
torturing you
feeling
slowly
anxious and worried about
and
the future.
painfully.
Fundamental change is always unsettling. But I have every confidence in our country because I understand what President Trump does not.
You must suffer.
That we love Canada with
Fuck you,
every
Canada.
fiber
You must
of our
suffer.
being. Because we are stronger when we
Maybe
are
we
together.
maybe we
and
should take a
Canadians
look
are
at the
uniting as
crime
never
going
before.
out in. I bet there's some criminal
Now, we are going
activity
to
going
have
out
to
in
live
Canada
the
right
lessons
now.
of recent months.
Every day.
First, that we
Maybe
have to
someone
look out for
stealing some
ourselves.
shit or someone getting
second,
into a fight, right?
That we have to look out for each other. The federal government will do
Don't make me
everything
pull up
in its
Canadian
power
news.
to
I'll
protect
do it.
Canadian workers and businesses. We will be here for you every step of the way. In the past week, my government committed to use every dollar collected from our retaliatory tariffs to protect our workers. Et la semaine dernière, j'ai annoncé plusieurs mesures ciblées, temporaires, pour soutenir les travailleurs et les entreprises directement touchées par la guerre commerciale de président Trump.
Du
Pour les
président
travailleurs,
Trump.
nous avons supprimé le délai de carence d'une semaine de l'assurance emploi. Nous avons fait en sorte qu'il n'ait pas à épuiser leur indemnité de licenciement avant de toucher l'assurance emploi et nous avons facilité l'accès à l'assurance emploi. Pour les entreprises, nous avons reporté les paiements d'impôts sur le revenu ainsi que les versements de la TPS et de la TVH. Nous avons mis en place un nouveau mécanisme de financement pour leur fournir de liquidités. C'est une aide financière énorme pour que les entreprises puissent passer à travers la tempête. Et nous avons augmenté le financement des agences de développement régional. Our biggest challenge as a country is becoming the most urgent. Over the coming weeks, months, and years, we must fundamentally reimagine our economy. We will need to ensure that Canada can succeed
this
in a
translation
drastically
isn't too bad.
different world.
Too bad it doesn't work longer.
The old relationship we had with the United States, based on deepening integration of our economies and tight security and military cooperation, is over. What exactly the United States does next is unclear. But what is clear? What is clear is that we, as Canadians, have agency. We have power. We are masters in our own home. Nous sommes maîtres chez nous. We can control our destiny. We can give ourselves much more than any foreign government, including the United States, can ever take away. We can deal with this crisis best by building our strength right here at home. It will take hard work. It will take steady and focused determination from governments, from businesses, from labor, from Canadians. We will need to dramatically reduce our reliance on the United States. We will need to pivot our trade relationships elsewhere. And we will need to do things previously thought impossible at speeds we haven't seen in generations. But we can make ourselves more productive and therefore more competitive.
Yeah, good. Make yourselves
we
productive,
can break
more
down internal
productive,
trade
you
barriers.
fucking asshats.
We can build a stronger and more
Not being
resilient
lazy
economy.
fuckheads.
And that's what I'm squarely focused on.
Or else
as
I'm
your
gonna
Prime
fucking
Minister.
gut you like a goddamn pig.
During my first 9 days
I'll
as
make
Prime
sure
Minister,
all
I
your
came to an
goddamn
agreement
organs
with the provinces
fucking
and
spill
territories
out. You hear
to
me?
remove all exemptions under the
I'll
Canada
make sure to sell it
Free
on the
Trade
goddamn
Agreement.
market, okay?
As the federal government, we created a first mile fund to provide capital to build transmission and transportation networks to link extraction sites to rail lines and roads. Nous mettons en place une procédure d'approbation à un guichet unique. Nous éliminons les excisions fédérales, créant des doublons en reconnaissant les évaluations provinciales pour les grands projets. Un projet, un examen. Nous présentons une législation d'ici le 1er juillet pour que les marchandises puissent circuler dans tous les pays sans barrière. Nous supprimons les barrières fédérales qui empêchent les provinces et les territoires de faire un commerce les unes avec les autres. My government is committed to removing any labor mobility restrictions for federally regulated professions by Canada Day. And we're now working with the provinces to identify projects of national significance in order to accelerate the time frame to build them. Hier, je me suis engagé à créer un fonds de réponse stratégique pour le secteur automobile. Un fonds de 2 milliards de dollars qui protégera les emplois des travailleurs touchés par les tarifs de M. Trump. We will create an all-in-Canada network of supply chains for the auto manufacturing components, straight through to Canadian steel and aluminum and critical minerals. And we committed today to create similar strategies in other sectors that are under threat from President Trump's tariffs. All of these initiatives will go a very long way to offsetting the costs of these tariffs if they are permanent, and they will help to realize our potential as a nation. But there's even more to do. And that's why I chose to go to France and the United Kingdom, two long-standing and reliable partners, friends, and allies of Canada.
Who cares?
And it's why the time will come for a broad renegotiation of our security and trade relationship with the United States. It's why I will work intensively with our partners in business, in labor, the territories and the provinces to find more ways to help Canadians through this crisis and to ensure that our great country emerges stronger than ever. In recent weeks, Canadians have done their part to unite in defense of our country. To unite also in defense of our way of life. It's my solemn promise as your Prime Minister to do the same. It's my solemn promise that when President Trump threatens us again, we will fight back. We will fight back with everything we have to get the best deal for Canada. We will build an independent future for our country stronger than ever. We will stand up for Canadian workers. We'll stand up for Canadian business. We will stand up for our history, our values, and our sovereignty. We will stand together to build Canada strong, Canada free, Canada forever.
Make Canada great again? Is that what you're doing? Because of
We
Trump?
will now take 15 minutes of questions. One question, one follow-up.
Bonjour, M. Carnier, Raymond Fillon de TVA. Vous avez dit que le président Trump a contacté votre bureau pour organiser un appel. Est-ce que cette conversation entre vous et le président Trump a eu lieu? Sinon, à quel moment aurait-elle lieu?
Il y aura une conversation entre moi et M. le Président dans les prochains jours. L'appel arrivera bientôt. The question was whether the President and I have spoken following his office contacting mine to arrange the call.
Next few days.
The response is we'll be speaking soon, certainly in the course of the next day or two.
Ça fera 2 ans demain que vous êtes Premier ministre du Canada. Est-ce que ce n'était pas une erreur de votre part de ne pas avoir eu une conversation encore en date d'aujourd'hui avec le président? Est-ce que vous auriez dû lui parler avant, M. Trump?
Non, il y a des conversations entre les ministres, par exemple, le ministre des Finances, le ministre des Affaires étrangères, les ministres des Échanges internationaux avec leurs homologues américains. Ils sont dans des conversations souvent. Mais il faut avoir une réponse compréhensive. Et tout le monde le sait que le 2 avril, il y aura des autres initiatives, des autres menaces tarifaires des Américains. Alors, après tout cela, on peut avoir une réponse plus grande. Alors, pour moi, il y a 2 conditions d'avoir pas nécessairement un appel, mais d'avoir une négociation avec les Américains. Premièrement, c'est le respect. Le respect pour notre souveraineté comme pays. Ce n'est pas grand-chose, mais évidemment, c'est grand-chose pour lui, mais il faut avoir le respect. Et deuxièmement, il faut avoir une conversation et une discussion compréhensive, y compris nos relations sécuritaires et économiques. Merci.
Merci. Suivante question.
Hi, Tonda McCharles, Toronto Star. Can you be more specific about what your counter plan is next week when the auto tariffs come in? Specifically, how much in terms of tariff measures you're going to take on what portion of American goods and what non-tariff measures you'll use?
So, thanks for the question. And it goes a bit back to the previous question, if I may just expand on my answer to that. This is a negotiation. It's in part a negotiation where we know certain things, and we know that there was going to be an initiative on automobiles, It was
making
brought
the
forward
deal.
to yesterday. It was expected around the same time as the reciprocal tariffs on
It's
the 2nd
apparent,
of April. Those initiatives,
American-
just to be
the
clear,
American
applies
counterpart
to
is
all
a
countries in the world. So it's
cheerleader
not
of
unique
a-
in and of versus Canada or versus Mexico. We have the best deal of a bad deal, is the way I would term it, within what the Americans have proposed.
Didn't get a good
The second
translation.
is that we know that there
phone
are going to
didn't
be
do it
these
properly.
reciprocal tariffs, as you referenced in your question, on the 2nd of April, as well as there are potential tariffs, or likely tariffs, I would put it, with respect to other, quote, strategic sectors to the Americans, forestry, lumber, pharmaceuticals, semiconductors. There was a comma after that. I'm sorry, it was a very long set of conditions, but it was to set up the point, which is that we have a number of measures that we can take in response to those initiatives. In our judgment, certainly my judgment, it doesn't make sense when there's a series of U.S. initiatives that are going to come in relatively rapid succession. To respond to each of them, we're going to know a lot more in a week, and we will respond then. And in a negotiation, it doesn't make sense to tip your hand and say what you're going to do going forward. So ça c'est la circonstance en français, si tu veux. Juste le message clé. OK. C'est une négociation. Il y a des initiatives des Américains.
He's going to paraphrase the message now.
Les tarifs d'avril, les tarifs contre le bois d'œuvre, par exemple, et d'autres. Ça vaut mieux pour le Canada. Ça vaut mieux pour le Canada de réagir après tout cela, OK, avec la transparence. Et on va le faire. Ça, c'est clair. Other point I would make, I have discussed this with Premier Ford in his role as Council of the Federation. Obviously, be discussing with the First Ministers under that guise when we convene tomorrow. And I think it's appropriate in taking a response to have those consultations, get the perspectives. The federal government obviously acts taking its responsibilities, but makes sense to engage, and we will act.
President Trump today warned Canada about responding and retaliating, warning that he will escalate his response against Canada, and your minister, Mr. LeBlanc, has spoken to Mr. Lutnick. What message then are you taking from that, and are you prepared to bear
I think those guys are pretty
that
retarded too.
escalation threat from Mr. Trump? How much pain can Canada take?
Or at least they want to stir shit up.
Our responsibility, my responsibility, Minister LeBlanc, Minister Champagne, Mr. Joly, the cabinet, the government, our responsibility is to Canada, and is to get the result for Canada. So our response will be calibrated in order to achieve that. We choose our own allies in Canada. We choose how we engage those allies. We are sovereign. So I take note of the President's comment. I don't take direction from it.
Hannah Berge, CTV News. Will you or any cabinet officials be heading to Washington to meet with the U.S. administration?
It's possible that some cabinet officials will. I think, given the timelines, the President and I will speak, as I mentioned. I look forward to the discussion. We'll see where we go from there.
Follow-up? And just to follow up on Tonda's question, what do you think about President Trump threatening Canada with more tariffs if Canada works with the EU on countermeasures?
Well, look, we're a sovereign nation. We take our own decisions. I take note of his comments, nothing more.
Next question.
Mr. Carney, Mackenzie Gray with Global News. The last time Premier Ford put electricity tariffs going to the States, there was quite a reaction from President Trump. When you're considering what the retaliatory tariffs that you bring in the future, is there a consideration to put retaliatory or export taxes on Canadian energy going to the U.S.?
Look, we have many options, and we will use them judiciously.
And so, on oil and gas, that is an option that you're considering putting an export tax on?
Look, yeah, as I said a moment ago to Ms. McCharles, it's a negotiation. You don't, you act when you act. You don't pre-commit.
Thank you. Next question.
Oui, bonjour, Monsieur Carney.
Bonjour.
Pour faire
Wow,
suite à la question du
he's
collègue,
actually trying
quand
to
même,
think
il y a
of
eu
strategy.
une
Oh
escalade,
my
vous l'avez
god.
dit vous-même. Est-ce que c'est de plus en plus probable que le Canada décide de mettre une taxe sur ses exportations d'énergie? Est-ce que la probabilité a augmenté?
C'est une option, mais pas plus que ça. Pas plus que ça. Follow-up?
Je vais vous amener sur un autre sujet. Hier, quand vous étiez à Kitchener et que vous avez parlé avec des sympathisants libéraux, vous avez dit que vous avez besoin d'un gouvernement majoritaire parce que vous voulez faire des gros changements. Est-ce que ça pourrait être perçu comme un excès de confiance de votre
C'est pas un excès. C'est pas un excès de confiance. Il faut gagner chaque vote. Mais ce qui est nécessaire, surtout dans cette situation, est que le gouvernement a un mandat clair et fort. Ça vaut mieux d'avoir un mandat clair et fort afin d'avoir une grande négociation, une négociation compréhensive, une négociation
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a
probablement
Nintendo
la plus importante négociation pendant notre vie, surtout pendant ma vie. Hein. Quand je suis né, le pacte d'Otto a été créé et maintenant c'est fini. C'est fini avec les tarifs. Hein. Alors, c'est très, très sérieux cette situation. C'est très sérieux les tarifs sur l'aluminium et l'acier. C'est très sérieux la possibilité des tarifs sur le bois d'œuvre et tout cela. Alors, il faut avoir un mandat clair et fort. Et j'essaie de l'avoir, mais on verra. Madame. It's important to have a strong and clear mandate coming out of this election, given the seriousness of the situation in autos, in forestry, in aluminum, and semiconductors across a range of industries. We haven't seen, this is the biggest, if I didn't say this exactly, but I'll resume, the biggest crisis in our lifetimes. And the government is going to need to act, and the stronger the mandate is, the more effective we are going to be getting the best deal for Canada with respect to the Americans. Madame.
Suivante question.
Bonjour, Monsieur Carney, Laurence Martin de Radio-Canada. L'Ontario semblait croire qu'il pourrait être touché par des tarifs moins importants sur l'automobile que peut-être d'autres juridictions.
C'est correct.
Est-ce que c'est vrai?
C'est vrai.
C'est votre compréhension?
Oui, ouais. OK, continue et je vais répondre.
Non, mais c'est ça ma question. Est-ce que c'est ce que vous avez compris aussi?
Les tarifs, par exemple, pour le Japon et la Corée et pour l'Union européenne, en effet, c'est plus grand que les tarifs pour le Canada, pour le Canada. Mais 25%, c'est grand. Et c'est des tarifs pour des autos et des pièces. Alors, suivant. The question is, in effect, the tariff for Canada on autos is lower than the tariffs, the effective tariffs for Japan and Korea and other jurisdictions, because there are other supplemental aspects to those tariffs. But that said, the tariff is 25%.
Translate a little bit.
And it's significant going from...
Not very well.
I think you
I
follow
kind of have
yes.
like broken French.
Quand vous allez parler à M. Trump dans les prochains jours, à votre avis, là, quelles sont les chances que vous le fassiez reculer sur les tarifs sur l'automobile?
C'est une bonne question. Je crois que Monsieur Trump, Monsieur le Président, il a déjà identifié 5 secteurs stratégiques pour l'économie américaine. Les autos, le bois d'œuvre, l'acier, l'aluminium, c'est un secteur, évidemment, les semi-conducteurs et puis le pharma.
Industries.
Il a une stratégie qui utilise des tarifs. Alors, la possibilité de revenir en avant, ça c'est difficile. Mais la nécessité de changer son propos, son initiative d'hier, ça existe. Alors, on verra, mais ce sera une appel, pas le point final. C'est le commencement d'une négociation, c'est pas la fin. Ce sera pas notre... Do you need it in English? Or,
yes, please. Thank you.
Look, the President has identified 5 strategic sectors. I listed them. Hopefully they were clear. Pharma, forestry, lumber effectively, steel and aluminum, autos, semiconductors, yes, thank you. Yes, I thought I mentioned it, but yes, semiconductors. Those are his 5 strategic areas. He will use a tariff strategy. He's been clear about this, to use a tariff strategy to repatriate as much activity of that to the United States. It's not clear that's going to change, okay? But what I said was, what I emphasized, what's essential is that there are huge parts of the auto sector where it will be necessary to change, or the damage to the U.S. economy will be much greater. Last point is, our conversation is the start of a negotiation, not, don't expect it to be the end.
Last question.
Emily Hawes, Globe and Mail. Do you have a strategy to save the auto industry that doesn't rely on U.S. market access?
Yeah. This is a crucial question, and I'm going to broaden your question if I may. I'm going to broaden the question to the 5 strategic industries I just referenced, all of which are important to Canada. And in fact, I would broaden it further to strategic industries that are important to Canada that are not on the list for the President. For example, critical metals and mineral. For example, artificial intelligence. For example, our energy sector, both clean and conventional. For all of those areas, we have been developing strategies, and we will develop comprehensive industrial strategies that work best for Canada. I'm going to give you one example, if I will, Emily, and then I'll hand back, which is we announced yesterday, for exactly these reasons, in anticipation of what happened today, it wasn't originally, or yesterday, sorry, as it turned out yesterday, the American tariffs in the auto sector, we announced the Strategic Response Fund and a series of other measures. But the core of that is to build out the auto sector and our auto supply chain in Canada as much as possible. Instead of autos going back and forth across the border 6 times and getting a tariff each time, we now know the level of that tariff, but integrating the supply chain here domestically, I'm using a fancy term, backwards integrating into steel and aluminum to help our steel and aluminum industries that are used and encourage that, backwards integrating further into critical metals and minerals that we're going to develop. And I listed a number of things that we did at the start that agreed with provinces and the development, working very closely with Premier Ford and others on development of the Ring of Fire rapidly, because that is all relevant to the competitiveness of our auto industry, as well as good jobs there and other things. So we have a very clear strategy. We put $2 billion on the table for that. We're changing our federal procurement. We're only going to buy Canadian cars, 40,000 vehicles that we buy in federal procurement. You will see a lot more of that. That's part of an integrated industrial strategy that has the objective of having strategic economic autonomy here in Canada. That's what we want. We want to build out so that we are literally in control of our economic destiny. Now, part of that, and I'll hand back for your follow-up, part of that is going to be trading relationships with reliable partners.
That hasn't.
The question that hangs over all of this with the United States
That's just if they can do it.
Is there going to be a point in the future through a negotiation where in certain sectors, Canadian workers, Canadian businesses, Canadians as a whole can have that confidence in terms of a deeper commercial relationship with the United States in certain sectors? That remains to be seen.
Follow-up?
Can we sustain an auto industry without the United States?
We can sustain an auto industry with, we can sustain an auto industry with the U.S. having tariffs, with access to other markets, provided we engage very deliberately in partnership, government, business, labor, to reimagine the auto sector and retool that auto sector. And that's very much what we're putting on the table, we're engaged with doing. It's part of the reason why I was in Windsor and through southwestern Ontario yesterday.
That's what he
That's
says.
part of the reason why I was meeting with the president of Unifor to how do we work together with labor on exactly this issue. But I'll go back to what I said a moment ago, and this is a key message for Canadians. We are going to have to do some things very differently. We're going to have to make some big changes. But we can make those big changes. We do have options. We do have agency. We do have power. We do have the resources, particularly if we work together. And so there is a big silver lining in this situation. We didn't ask for this fight. We've got it, and we're going to fight back. We're going to protect workers in the short term. But we're taking the lesson. We have to look after ourselves. We have to build Canada strong.
Thank you, everyone. That concludes today's press conference.
Thank you. I think, in fairness to the others, that's probably the end, right? Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
There it is. Canada land being Canada land. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, actually, let's take a break from all the... Oh, no. I forgot what this was from. Was this in China? I can't remember. Garbage human. I'm 43 years old. I'm well educated, have a well-paying job, keep myself fit, and I cook and clean. But I can't find a boyfriend. Why? Because you're 43 years old. Getting pregnant at 43 is the most miraculous and shocking turn of events. Wait. Apparently she... I don't know my body count. I can't count that high. Oh, shit. Cooked. Oh, no, man. She's got a kid and everything. You're fucked, dude. You're a gunner. Oh, here's the person. I told you this person was a fucking dude. Apparently, this person was in Texas. Violent oh, and it's a Vietnamese American. Great. You bring shame upon the Vietnamese people, you fucking piece of shit. Female student. Yeah, sure, female student, the bike log is a Vietnamese American man, Liam Tan Tam Nguyen. He uses the alias Alyssa. His Vietnamese name Tan Tam is a male name. Nguyen has been arrested on suspicion of 2 felony counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, felony assault on an officer. Oh wait, they attacked an officer too? Oh shit. Felony attempting to take a weapon from an officer. Holy shit, this person went AWOL. They went off the fucking... went off the rails. Misdemeanor charge of resisting arrest and 2 counts of criminal mischief. Jesus fucking Christ, what an idiot. Oh, this is the same person that attacked Alex Stein? Oh, interesting.
Kicked me. She kicked me.
Yeah. Another unhinged person. I bet this is a Destiny fan. I'm kidding. Or a Hassan fan. The Orbiters, man. The Orbiters. No, we're not. We're all Muslims. Huh? You don't look Muslim to... You don't look Muslim to me. Yeah. I doubt you're halal, ma'am. I am an idiot. We are Karens. Oh yeah, here's this dumb bitch.
You're a rabid progressive. Like, and do you not think it's a problem that your political leanings
make it seem to the American people that you're not biased and that you're not doing your job? Because you agree that your job is to have journalistic integrity, right?
Absolutely, but there is a strong firewall between the newsroom and anything that I
Let's
do.
talk about the newsroom. You have 87 registered Democrats, not a single Republican in your editor board. So, I mean, how does that work to give us the perception that you're doing your job of actually delivering unbiased information?
Well, I would agree with you that that number is a concern if it is accurate. I do believe that we need to have journalists who represent the full breadth of the American society so that we can report well for all Americans.
Well, I think that you are failing. I realize you've only been there for a year, but I just really think that while it is a small portion of your budget, you very much should expect to restructure your revenue streams, because I don't think that NPR is necessarily worth saving. You're a rabid progressive. And do you not think it's a problem that your political leanings make it seem...
There you have it. NPR currency, Catherine Mayer in 2020, back when she worked for Wikipedia, literally talking about rewriting history because it currently favors white people.
The fact of the matter is that most written knowledge today has been written by white, colonial, European, North American men. And so one of the things that we're really focused on is how do we think about correcting the record? How do we think about writing people into history? How do we think about writing people into the present who haven't been represented in the same way? Knowledge, when we talk about knowledge for the whole world, it needs to be reflective of the whole world. And so one of the first things we do is we measure the gaps. Who is missing on Wikipedia? Women are missing. People of color are missing. People from the global south are missing. Indigenous communities are missing. The history
What are you
Black
talking
Americans is
about?
missing from Wikipedia. Then we think about who's doing.
Who's missing from What are you Are you talking about your employees or what's or the information that's on it about these different what are you talking about?
Doing this work today, and how can we support them? And it's not just about saying throwing money at the problem. It's also about going directly to these communities and saying, what do we need to change about ourselves?
I'm sorry. So you're going to communities and asking them, hey, how do we change our company so that it fits diversity, inclusion, and DEI, basically?
What about the experience of editing Wikipedia?
Diversity,
what about the
equity,
culture
and
of
inclusion?
Wikipedia? What about the policies of Wikipedia
This is what this
need
is.
to change? Because in reality, the beautiful thing about Wikipedia is it is changeable all the time. It's edited 350 times a minute. So if we want to change it, that's fully within our power. So yes, we are cursed with a record that is hugely biased throughout history, but the power to change that agency lies with every single one of us who contribute to it.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
I think our reverence for the truth might become...
No, I can't even hear it. Never mind. Marshall Baumann gonna weigh on this whole thing. Elon Musk acts like a retard online, correct? Is also the guy currently leading the pack in several regions of technological innovations, most specifically space travel, with aspirations to put boots on other planets, or other worlds, sorry. And he's creating jobs in the process, all while tackling government corruption and waste. Hassan Piker acts like a retard online. He's a communist Twitch streamer who says the average American deserves to live with less while he squats in his $3 million mansion and lives the high life. He provides nothing to human civilization. One of them, Musk is clearly the better man here. Trying to say both are equally bad is a fallacy. God damn. This is a good one. DLDR, I don't care if someone acts like a retard online. Everyone online is a retard. Good. That's a good one. I care about what they do outside of it. Hassan isn't acting though. He's not sure Hassan has done his on stream. He's at best a terrorist propagandist. And I did not need to see Hassan in a dress again. Anyways, there you have it. Yeah, this is the. I am utterly disgusted. This is an insult to life itself. Hayao Miyazaki, co-founder of Studio Ghibli, is going viral for his reaction to seeing an AI-generated animation in 2016. Yeah, as soon as everyone saw this, they made a AI art using the Ghibli filter. Here's more. It's been 24 hours since OpenAI unexpectedly shook the AI image world with 4.0 image generation. Here's the 14 most mind-blowing examples so far. The turkey guy. Oh yeah, that one. It's pretty good. Graphic design. Wikipedia page with proper explanations for how cats work. Jeez. Diagrams. Ad creative and marketing assets. Voxel art. Extracts assets from thumbnails. That's pretty good. AI memes. God damn. Anime. Another fucking machine. What's Raygun Kelly or whatever fucking dumb name is. Print ads. Different style art. Websites and apps and UIs. Oh wow. Illustrations. GPT-4o image generator is unreal. You could probably do code too. Make AI work for you? I mean, given what what's all of its, given all of its thing like this, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I just wish Hayao Miyazaki could still be around to see Studio Ghibli AI. It would have made him so happy. Fucking George Floyd. Fucking hell, man. God damn it. Ghibli. Oh, I put an extra I. That's what it was. Oh yeah, here's more. I'm utterly disgusted. Studio Ghibli co-founder Hayao Miyazaki once said of AI art. God. The fucking, what the fuck? Fucking Mr. Sam Hyde himself when he did the fight at the DAZN. Is that Hillary Clinton and fucking Epstein? Oh my god. Oh no! Stop! Oh god! No, Biden, don't do it, man! You fucking! Oh my god! Jesus. No probable spam. Oh my god. Jesus fuck. Yeah, right here.
やってればいいだけで、僕はこれを自分たちの仕事をつなげたいとは全然思いません。
This technology into my work, I strongly feel that this is an insult to life itself.
僕はこれを自分たちの仕事をつなげたいとは全然思いません。
Uh-oh. Project 2025. Uh-oh. Whoa. Hello. When Nick Fuentes got taken in. Oh, what is Vosh saying? Why is he doing this? The same reason he does anything else he does? Because it further benefits and enriches himself and his anti-American billionaire backers? Apparently he wants a recession or some shit? I don't know. Alright, Bill Gates. No, COVID did not come from bats. It came from a biological lab funded by tax dollars and Bill Gates, who should be arrested for war crimes. COVID-19 came from bats, so it's going to keep happening, particularly with climate change.
It's quite clear in this case that it came across through animals, and almost all our diseases,
Through
like
animals.
HIV, crossed over from.
Oh my God, Bill Gates, who's a software engineer, who doesn't know a lick about biology, is coming to talk about biology and how viruses get fucking brought to everyone. Oh my
Chimpanzees
gosh.
in Africa quite some time ago. Ebola came from bats. This
Fucking
also,
kill yourself, Bill.
with one step in between, came from bats. So it's going to keep happening, particularly with climate change, where we're invading a lot of habitats. It's quite
How
clear.
to prevent the next epidemic. Go fuck yourself, Bill Gates. You shady fuck. Chemtrail boy's name. The chemtrails. How disgraceful is it that Judge James Boasberg has just been given a 4th Trump case, something which is statistically impossible. There's no way for a Republican, especially a Trump Republican, to win before him. He is highly conflicted, not only in his hatred of me, massive Trump derangement syndrome, but also because of disqualifying family conflicts. Boasberg, who is a chief judge of the D.C. District Court, seems to be grabbing the Trump cases all to himself. Wait, did he really get 4 Trump cases? Oh, that's interesting. Even though it is not supposed to happen that way. Is there still such a thing as the wheel, where the judges are chosen fairly and at random? The good news is that it probably doesn't matter, because it is virtually impossible for me to get an honest ruling in D.C. Our nation's courts are broken, with New York and D.C. being the most preeminent of all in their corruption and radicalism, there must be an immediate investigation of this rigged system before it is too late. Well, may want to start looking right here. Bosberg wasn't even on Saturday when he was picked March 15th. I mean, I don't think that matters. I'm pretty sure they pick out no matter if they're there or not. That is a little strange. I think he's just trying to overstep his bounds, like he always has. Shaq sat next to Aiden Ross. That's not Shaq. Oh, it is Shaq. Wait, did he just do that to Shaq? What a fucking idiot. Never do that. You're lucky Shaq didn't fucking get his bodyguards to fucking smack you up. Asmongold has a message for artists worried about AI taking their jobs after the new ChatGPT. Oh, because it's making a lot of good art now. Because of the fucking filter. Apparently it does Calvin and Hobbes pretty well. It could probably do other art styles too. It's now been 24 hours and there has been no update from Timothy Charlemagne. He was teasing a surprise for Hassan and his community in Ashtwat. That surprise was supposed to arrive 21 hours ago. Flashback. Oh, nothing happened? Aw. Whoops, wrong surprise. Yeah, maybe he actually went bye-bye. Apparently, Ethan Klein is suing someone, challenging him on why he left Twitter. He thinks that if he provokes me, I'm gonna cave. Okay. Catching heat in his Twitter reply section because he hopped on the viral Ghibli AI trend. Okay. Sorry, the top replies were negative about the AI usage. I'm confused. Why do people hate AI so? Oh well, I guess the people who are hating AI so much are, I guess, artists and maybe other programmers. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of, really. Speaks on the potential Mudahar and Noah Samson lawsuit. Disagrees with that Muda is overreacting. Wait, what happened? Wait, Muda. Wait, why is Muda getting caught up in this shit?
So you have this.
I feel like Mudahar just gets himself caught up in legal issues all the fucking time.
This is generally what my point is. So you have this very, very disingenuous thing. Drama tubers make a living out of bullshit, threaten to get litigious when they can't handle what they dish out. The fact is that calling somebody a supporter of a genocide is a very different thing than saying somebody's career is cooked, or saying that somebody fell off, or making a video about an internet drama. One of them is a real legitimate thing where people are bad, and the fact is that
I'm blocking
this is totally different
Mr.
than
Caveman.
just a drama slop thing. This is completely different. Chat's popping off. I don't want to argue about this and fight about it with genocide, like fucking Israel and Palestine. I don't want to argue about this. I'm not an expert in the topic. So, you know, if you want to argue about that, there's plenty of other people you can talk to. So my point is that dude sucks, make him feel it. Take all the money earned from sponsorships in those 2 videos. Yeah, exactly. And so I think this is I do think people that make up bullshit like this probably do need to have a degree of accountability, especially if they're saying and making claims.
Oh, that's why. Apparently, Noah Samson targeted Mudahar. That's... Oh, Jesus. Jesus fucking Christ. Here we go again. Genocide supporter in the title labeling thumbnail. Today, me and the team sat down to watch them and could not find a single clip of me supporting the Israeli government. So apparently, normally as a Muslim, I have always supported my people. Oh, so see, Mudahar is a Muslim. I don't think that matters, anyways. But so staying is the injustices by the IDF journalists and civilians. Dude, I mean, I'm just gonna be 100% real here. When it comes down to war conflicts, no one fucking... The military does not give a fuck. If you are in the middle of the war zone, your ass is gonna get fucking shot up, possibly. You might die because of an explosion. You put yourself at risk when you are in those fucking zones. So when you start crying, oh, this is a humanitarian violation. I'm sorry. War is war. They don't give a fuck about your violations. The UN does not do shit whatsoever. I hate to say it, but you guys are fucking cooked if you think the UN is gonna help your ass.
Seems like that you're a supporter of a genocide. I think this is a very extreme claim to make. It's not like you just say this out of the blue, right? And because of that, I do think that there should be some degree of accountability for it.
I mean, I hate to say it, whenever you're in... It's the same with Russia. You're in that fucking Ukraine-Russia war zone. There is a potential chance you are going to get fucking killed. Even if war comes to any other fucking country, right? You still have the potential to get killed. Not only that, you still have the potential to get killed by fucking criminal citizens who break the fucking law too.
This is generally what my point is. So
why are people like this? What's up, Bromy? Shut the fuck up, you fucking shit stirrer. Sorry, that was a little rude. Alright, no, you shut up. I said shut up. You talked. You were supposed to not talk. You zip it. Alright, what do you want? How you doing? Oh, it's the pajama... Mr. Pajama dude. Pajama hero guy. As long as hints that his debate monster era could be coming back soon. Huh? Oh, is he gonna debate? Oh, he debated with Charlie Kirk? I had no idea. What did he debate against? Or about? Him liking terrorists? A warning to Nick Fuentes. What the fuck? Huh? What the fuck happened here? Did anyone check that? I guess I'll check that off stream. Splinter Cell. I gotta pee. What? Why do you have your retainer there? That dude's just like, what the fuck? Oh, what? Oh, wow. This Brittany Venti is back. Holy shit. Apparently, she's still on the fucking Twitter. Wow. Anime hater connoisseur. Back at it. Oh, the fucking kid just fucking slugged him. God damn. Bam! Here are all the famous friends we all likely see deposed in their Baldoni lawsuit. Interesting. Oh, this guy, I see. Special ed, basically. What the fuck? Oh, that's the Nosferatu shit? Jesus Christ. Doing some necrophiliac shit there. Oh yeah, this is the lady that got fucking got by the... she got deported. Back to Turkey, where Erdogan is being whatchamacallit? They are rioting. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say rioting, but they're protesting. Oh, nice. Another person fucking with the Tesla. That's smart. DDG was having fun. Apparently there's a marathon. I don't know who DDG is. No idea. I don't know a lot of people from the weird content creator sphere that just does parties and shit all the fucking time. What the fuck? Oh. Oh! Oh, that's what you get for not... Yeah. Go full TMZ. Oh, no.
Ryan Katsu Rivera, what do you got for me? Osmongold's going viral for streaming his gender reassignment surgery. Did it go well?
No.
That's asthma.
They got him with the AI. Oh no.
Gold. Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Is it pronounced Asmongold or is it Asmongold? I think it's Asmongold.
As man, gold. As woman, bronze.
This is so fucked.
Gold. Chris, you're looking tall. Ryan Katsu Rivera.
God damn it. Fucking Sam Hyde. Ew, a pedophile. Jesus. Oh yeah, apparently these people suicided in the past 6 weeks. Some shit happened. I don't fucking know. Some shit's happening in Texas apparently. Alright, on to the next.